I don't know if you'd seen that, but somebody just genuinely crashed right in front of me. Right, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Everything on Keyboard. Let me just pop my Spotify on whilst I ride around, and then we'll get underway. Only 2 seconds. There we go. Just pick any song and let it play into the playlist. Right, ride. 2 at night. Okay, that's a lot better than doing it any other time. And then 4 sponsor tracks. So I guess we're doing Highlands to the Peaks again, because it's the most fluid way of doing it, and I kind of like the variety. It's quite fun to do it that way around. Nighttime is going to be a bit of a pain in the arse. It always is, just because of the fact that you have to do 10 nodes in one area, and it's not really the most fun to get to, but it doesn't really matter. If you're taking your time to get there, then it's cool, but if you don't really want to do it, it's just like, it's kind of long, because you're just having to ride a lot of unnecessary nodes just to change the time of day. But you can't really complain too much about that, to be fair. Mini boss jump, nice and clean. I don't need to do the golden run anymore, because we've got it done. I don't have all of the extra rooms or whatever. I'm not going for every achievement. I suppose I could, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm really going to be doing after I finish this sponsor task, to be honest. Once I've completed Arboreal, this is over, this series, so I don't really know what I'm going to be doing after this. I'm probably going to throw it in the towel on Descenders and just try and do something else, because it's not really doing, it's not a point to continue on going, really, is there? It's time to move on and try something else, and I think that's just what I'm going to be doing. I feel like I'll probably be streaming more. I don't know what game I'll get into next. If there's any suggestions that isn't Fortnite, then I'm sure to give it a go. I watched some YouTube video about like motocross the other day, and it kind of made me think, you know, I would like to give MX bikes a try. It looks kind of fun. I don't think I'd be very good at it, but well, maybe I could be. It wouldn't take me too long to get sort of a feeling for it, and maybe I would get a bit better. But I'm not gonna be like any crazy. I don't know anything about motocross at all. I've never even ridden a motorbike, or even sat on one and revved it. That's not even anything that I've done in my life, so I'm sorry if I offend any motocross people, but that is just, I just never had that experience. But yeah, I guess I'm just going to carry on looking for whatever, and then we'll figure out what game we'll do in the future, or I'll just be making my like variety content or something. Anything that I'm interested in, I'll probably end up making a video on it. Either that, or it will start becoming like long projects or something, because I kind of find them fun. It's just sometimes you just got to find the game that you want to make a project video on, and once you find it, you're good to go. Because they are actually really fun to make. I like making like project type videos, but sometimes it's not everyone's thing, and sometimes they do really well on the back end. Like I still get comments every now and then, or more or less every other day. I'll get a comment on either the Sims video I made, which was like maybe even a year to 2 years ago now, and then I'll get comments on the Mod Nation Racers video I made as well. So these sort of like video things, they do well for me, just like after I've made them. The original like people that come to my channel already subscribed don't really watch it, and then all of the new people that are looking for that type of content come along and they find it and they seem to really enjoy it. So that seems to be something I'm good at, so I think I'm going to continue on trying something like that. I think next one might be Motorstorm RC. I know not a lot of people are going to care about that, but it's a really great little spin-off game, especially on a series of really great dead racing games. Rest in peace, Evolution Studios. Look at where it's hiding. I bet it's here. That is crazy that they love to put it all completely out of the way. Oh, an arboreal node. No way. Okay. I wasn't expecting this, and I'm glad it happened here rather than somewhere I wasn't expecting it to. But they genuinely are hiding it away from me every single time. You can't even get up from the other side of the map. You actually have to go round that way. It's kind of nuts. The fact that it works like that. Like, there's not even a connection from the very first node to that side of the map. It's too far away, so the little line doesn't reach. So I have to actually go out all of my way past, back round the boss jump and back on ourselves. So I'm glad that I've got the nighttime one now, and it's doing it right here, and it's changing the time of day, because it's absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to be taking Fake Balance for absolutely no reason. Oh, it's actually a bit closer. Doesn't really matter. Got to do this one anyway. This is going to turn it nighttime because this is the second dusk node, and then after this node I'm then going to have to do one more normal one, just because I'm going to have to... what I'm going to do is go to the construction site, quickly bash that out on keyboard. I wonder what it's going to be like, considering I haven't done it since the very first time I tried to learn keyboard. Right, here's our first nighttime node. It's not nighttime though, it still puts the headlight on. These are like set areas, so it's basically like New Lexico or something like that, you know. It's a default area. You drop down, you hop up, you stop, you pull back, lean and jump. Oh, see, that used to be so much more difficult when I very first tried this. If you've never seen me trying to learn keyboard, this is where I went to first, because this area basically is kind of like a tutorial land. If you can beat this area, you know that you can make pretty much the whole game. That's a bit of a problem. That's really awkward to do. Let me reset and then go over there. This jump here was the worst for the longest amount of time, just because it's really awkward doing the movement on keyboard, but now I've got my keys set up properly and I'm used to it. It feels like I'm playing on controller, really. It's always difficult to do this one. It's not on controller, but here it is, because you have to like do it right on the edge, where you can just ride up it and jump on controller, just because of how the different jumping works. Maybe it's not even like that, or I'm just being dumb, but this area is probably my favourite. This is the one area that I think they should have made not bigger, but like it would have been cool if we got more of these. These are really, really fun to do. I really do like these sort of obstacles. I would rather this, like a really massive version of this, over a really big bike out. I think these are way cooler and a lot more fun to ride. And I can punt these out of the way. There we go. And I've just gone to a fire node instead of the boss jump. I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Good thing I'm skipping the boss jump, because I don't really care. But like, I didn't mean to go here. I've just done this by mistake. I am kind of glad that it done my favourite thing though. This is... oh, I don't know why I like this so much, but this is quite easily my favourite type of generation. When it generates it like this on this cliff, it's so satisfying to ride along. I don't know what it is. Although this isn't, because... wow, I had literally no speed for that. But other than that, I think this is amazing when it generates like this. Right, here's the boss jump. You know what, I've got 11 lives. Let's give it a test. I'm going way too slow. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, if I tweaked that, I would have made that perfect. Okay. Maybe I could just ride. If I had tweaked that, I would have made it through quite easily. See, no, I'm going too slow. Right, just go full send. Full send, do a little pump, you'll probably make it. I'm braking when I don't need to. I made it. Oh, okay. I'm just wasting lives now. I've got to go for it though. I've got to go for it. It's so pointless. I don't need to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. There we go. See, I know I can make it. There we go. Didn't need to lose those lives. Don't know why I wasted it, but there we go. I prove I could do it. It just takes a few attempts to get your bearings, and you can do it easily. Right, what is it? Well, all these nodes in the forest, and they're wiggly lines. They just like they go back and forth on themselves. That's what I don't get. For me, that's just like, oh, why am I riding this? But if it was real life, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's a fun trail. I like the way that it snakes down. The longer, the better. But in the game, it's like you're kind of just making it pointless, aren't you? Like, there's no fun in just going, whoa, you know, like it feels a bit tedious to me, but maybe that's just because I've played this game for so long. But if it was real life, I'd be like, yeah, this is a sick trail, but I don't know about this. It's just like, what am I doing? I'm just going around corners, I'm riding uphill really slowly, and I feel like I'm wasting just hours and hours just doing this, even though it's not like that. But look, I can cut across here, not have to snake back round to just go to this bit, to then go to the finish line. Just my personal pet hate about this area, but I'm so glad it came across this, and I'm so glad that it says just do sponsor tracks rather than rival. Or I thought for a second it was like, oh yeah, you're meant to actually be doing your own ones, and I was going to be like, oh no way. And that's why I not bought, but you know, picked up the perk that spawns more sponsor nodes in the next area. And it would be really nice if we could get binoculars as well, because it kind of makes it easier. It was quite lucky getting this one to come across so easily, but it's not going to be like that everywhere else, is it? Yikes. Yep, this has gone wrong. Oops. Oh no, like this is what I mean. Look at how much I could just cut off by doing this. I'm just going through the trail, but I'm not going back on myself over and over again. The only thing is, I could get a bit lost, so I'm guessing it continues on over in this direction. No, never mind. Look, it comes back on itself. This is what I mean. Why does it have to do this? Look at all this unnecessary stuff that I can just skip out because I'm riding along it this way instead. This is why the forest, it kind of lacks, in my opinion. It's just a lot of unnecessary, like, bloat, it feels like, where the trails aren't like... I get it's procedurally generated, but they don't do it this much in the forest or anywhere... Not in the forest, in the Highlands or anywhere else. When they wiggle back on themselves... it sometimes happens, but not that badly. Oh my god. Good thing that we're done and we're going on to the boss jump. And I just thought in my head, I never even finished it. The game just was like, oh, yep, we're back in the menu and we're now on a different thing. Oh, 2 mini boss jumps at once. You got to jump pretty early on this one. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm losing a lot of lives. I'm playing very bad. I'm very sorry that you have to even see this. I don't know how I hit the post there. Jesus Christ, this is what I mean. That thing really wants to take your head off. Right, we've actually made it, and we're going to survive along until we can get to the boss jump, and we're going to go for it once. If we mess it up, we mess it up, and then we skip it. But if we make it, we make it, and that's all I need to say, really, isn't it? Right, a lot more wiggling, random wiggling again, and a boss jump ramp. Here we go. What's it going to be like? No trees around. Tapping a little bit. Riding off of there. There we go. Onto the tower. Bosh. Oh look, it's this really, really rare mini boss jump that never spawns at all ever. It's not like it's here instead of any other ramp in the game for some reason. This is what I mean with this mini boss jump. It spawns more than anything ever in this game. It's the most consistent item to ever spawn, I swear to God, and I'm so glad that that one's in front of us. We've only got one more to find after this and then we're done, but they genuinely spawn more than anything else in the entire game. If I'm not getting any ramps, I'm getting that one ramp. And if I don't get any ramps, I'm not getting any at all. And if there's loads of ramps, that one's probably included. It's so weird. And I wouldn't be surprised. One time, the game really bugs out and spawns 2 mini boss jumps at once. It's one random one, and it's always going to be that one as well. Right, sponsor node number 3. I do like doing this in first person, because these ones are quite gnarly. Whoa. Sometimes it really can be like random just drop-offs, and then you're like, oh, I'm in the air now. And sometimes you can actually pump and glue yourself to the floor. But I do actually really like the speedy nodes in this area because they weave the right amount and they sometimes just act like a roller coaster. Some of the drops are absolutely humongous. I bet this would be insane to ride in real life. Like go whoa 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 whoa! I'm going really quick. Going whatever the speed I was going at then is going to be quite insane and quite dangerous. I'm glad that's over. Uh-oh, I'm fine. Whee! Look who's back. I didn't even mean to do it at that point. I was just prepping myself for a crash and then this mini boss jump just appears. This is what I mean. And I'm just playing in, what do you call it? First person. Just because I actually kind of like it. This is the one game where first person actually is really good as well. Like you can switch between the two and it doesn't really like majorly jar your experience. I don't know anybody that plays GTA 5 in first person preferably out of all of them. I don't know anyone that does that, but in this game I actually don't mind doing either. Like a what do you call it, a helmet cam node is not, it's not like something I want to avoid. It's something I kind of want to do. The only thing it is hard for farming, but once again you kind of just get used to it and then it's not too bad. Like you should be able to know when to let go just by, like, the camera is a bit swayy on this one, so if you do a 360 sometimes it looks like you're looking backwards and then you land. But if you are just used to doing a 360, you should know how long you have to hold it for, and then you just let go as usual, and you'll be landing perfectly as always. It's just the same thing every time. Look, 360, I'm looking behind myself, but I know that I'm going to be fine. Actually, just lie to your audience and then crash into a ramp. And our last sponsor node of the day, as always, there we go. Another kinetic one to ride ourselves down as fast as possible this hill. And then we're going to be done and collecting our 3 more green dots. This is a bit of a crazy close cliff. Wait, no, I'm fine. That's the power of sliding, is you just tap it ever so slightly and you can still sort of just angle your bike perfectly. If you're not making use of sliding and you're not a professional slider, that's definitely why you're bad at the game. Because you can literally just recover so easily from just being able to slide properly. You just will be so much better at the game. And then we're done. We are actually done. I don't need any of this stuff. I'm done, mate. I'm done. Look, I'm going in here and I'm going to back out and then we're going to be nice and wrapped up for the video. Nice and wrapped up. Look, here. And then we go here. And then we go here. And then we go here. Here. and we're out. And then we go over here and go 1, 2, and 3, and then we're done. We are done. Thank you all very much for watching, and thank you very much to my money havers, Andrew, Grim, Luna, Olam, Susie, Will, and Warren. Thank you ever so much for supporting the channel. It really does mean the world to me. If you'd like to become a money haver as well, please do press the join button below. Subscribe for more of this stuff, and I'll see you a lot later. Goodbye.